Alright, so this one's going to be on writing voters. Voters are pretty much exclusive to the final focus, but its concepts can be used in other speeches like the summary. So it's pretty important to know how to write a voter. So went over in the final focus overview, but a voter is pretty much just a reason why you've won the debate. The final focus is the last speech the judge will hear from your advocacy, so it's pretty important that you have good voters. In order to not overwhelm the judge, there should be a max of 3, but 2 is the norm. There are two types of voters, offensive and defensive. As the name suggests, an offensive voter is a voter that pinpoints an exact reason why you won, a very offensive point, like a drop contention or something. A defensive voter is a rarely used type of voter, but it's pretty much kind of like a prediction, where you predict what your opponent's going to say and you talk about how you've successfully rebutted it, or it doesn't make sense, or etc., 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 why it's invalid. And that can cut down if your opponent's arguments completely and pretty much make you win the debate. If they're rare, but if they're used right, they can be really good. It's pretty much just like, yeah, a preemptive strike. It can be very effective if used correctly. But in general, voters pretty much any reason why you've won. And the stronger your voters, the more appealing it is to the judge. And also, if you can tie your voters back to frameworks, either yours or your opponent's, it'll make you look really good and increase your chances of winning by a lot. So this is a very basic template for an offensive voter. I mean, I really do not suggest you use this more than like once or twice maybe in your first or second debate, but this is the essential like setup of an offensive voter. I really also discourage using the exact wording I use, because then it's going to sound pretty repetitive, and also my wording isn't too great here, so just really, this is the big idea, but I really don't recommend that you use these templates more than like once. Once you gain some experience, you'll have your own style of writing a voter. It'll be a lot better than this. This is a defensive voter template. Again, similar to the other one, I really don't suggest you use this too many times after you get experience, but this is the idea. This is a very general final focus template, but unlike the other ones, I actually recommend that you use this template every time. It's very general and can be adapted to pretty much any debate. If you have like a third voter, just shove it behind the voters too, and maybe extend your offensive voter time. But it's really not a big deal. Like, this should be generally how your voter looks like. No, your final focus looks like. And make sure to include this last sentence. It may not seem like a very strong sentence, but it's your overarching claim, and it actually sometimes might even remind the judge what side you are on. So, yeah, that's going to be the final focus. Thanks.